Good morning, everybody. It's just a little after 9 o'clock on a Thursday morning, and I have, as you can see, I am back on trail. Started down at Potato Field Gap, and I've only walked about 2/10 of a mile, but I wanted to get away from the road before I videoed anything because there's quite a few cars running back and forth. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend for backpacking. The lows are going to be in the mid 40s at night, and during the day, I think at this elevation, we're looking at highs in the upper 60s. Leaves are on the trees, so I've got that protection from the sun. It feels really good right here. But anyway, this is the start of what is hopeful, if I don't have another injury, to be 26 miles to finish out section 3 of the Mountains to Sea Trail. And I'm going to take it very slow and easy, trying to get about 9 miles a day in. That's just what I feel like I need to do. And anyway, if I see things to show you, I'll let you see. So I'm going to get at it now. All right, I'm out. All right, everybody. I am at the Craggy Garden gazebo. It's funny, it's just out in the middle of nowhere. I almost walked past it. There's a small sign down at the off of the Mountains to Sea Trail. And it comes right up this trail. And then you come to the gazebo. And when I leave, I'll go back that way and catch right back into the Mountains to Sea. But nice little place to sit and think a little bit. But I've only been about 2 miles today. It's been an hour, but I've been taking my time. That's my goal, is to intentionally slow down. Make sure my ankle holds up, make sure my knees hold up. But I am enjoying the day. Beautiful weather, about 60 degrees, wind blowing. When I came to the parking lot at the Craggy Garden picnic area, there was a group of about 7 cars showed up. 3 or 4 people piled out, and they were not old, probably my age group of folks. Got out and put on their day packs, and I'm sure they've headed out for a nice adventure today. But I tell you, from Potato Field Gap up to that, it's no joke. It's not real steep, but it's, you know, it takes a little effort to get up there. So anyway, I'm not sure where this trail goes. I got to get back on the Mountains to Sea. The last thing I want to do is take a wrong trail and get in the wrong place and have to redo some of my walking today. So, oh yeah, I see down here, it's just a little spur. So yeah, all right, let me show you. That's where I came from. I just saw their dog, so those people are probably headed this way. And this is where I'm going. You can see the trail marker. yeah, we're still climbing. Of course, Mount Mitchell's at 6,000 feet, so we'll be climbing for the better part of 2 days. And day 3 will be downhill. So everything's wet today. It rained yesterday, but the trail is not muddy, so that's a good thing. Anyway, with the smoke from the forest fires in Canada coming down and the fog this morning, a little hard to see any vistas, but maybe as I get up higher there'll be something else I can show you. So anyway, I'm gonna keep at it and I'll show you anything that looks exciting. All right, I'm out. All right, I just stopped for lunch. Had me a little bit of jerky and some pineapple slices, dehydrated of course. I'm here at the Douglas Falls and Mountain Sea Trail intersection. Looks like it's 2.5 down to Douglas Falls. It's too far for me to go off this trail. So I'm gonna stay on the Mountain Sea. That's the way I'm headed. And yeah, that's where I came from. But took me a nice little break. Took my pack off. Had some lunch, like I said. While I was sitting here, trail maintenance guy came through with a weed eater. Just I was glad to see him because some of the grass in the trail this morning's got my legs wet. And then there was a young girl just finished college nursing school. She said it was waiting to start her job. She's just out on a day hike though, but been quite a few people on the trail this morning. It's close you get to Craggy Gardens. But not really had any overlooks. And hadn't done a lot of filming because the trail's been a lot of up and down and rocks, and I'm trying to be very careful not to enter the sinkhole again. So anyway, I'll try to do a little bit more video in here after lunch and show you what the trail looks like. So anyway, I'm heading out. I got 1.7 miles to the Graybeard Overlook, so that must be close to the parkway. So anyway, I'm out. All right, so still not much of a view, but I've been climbing for quite a bit now. Thought I'd show you where I was at. You can see just the mountains above these trees. A little bit of a vista, but not much. But let's see, this is where I came from. Going past this huge boulder. And this is the way I'm heading. While I was having lunch, a trail maintainer came up the trail from the falls. I can't remember the name of them, but he was weed eating. And he stopped and spoke, but then he continued on this way. I just passed him again a couple of minutes ago. He had stopped to take a break and refuel his weed eater, but it's really nice to not have that grass overhanging the trail. And he's even reaching up and knocking some of the limbs that are hanging into the trail down. So makes it a whole lot nicer. But I noticed as I asked him where he started, and he said he went from Graybeard Overlook, which is the direction I'm headed, and then a half a mile down the Douglas Falls. That's it, Douglas Falls Trail, and then back up, and he's heading back this way. And what I noticed was, and you can't tell it from looking at the trail here, but everything to my right has been weed-eated, and everything on the left is still like it was. So he has walked 1.7 miles on this trail, and then half a mile down the other one. We'd eaten on his left side, and now he's headed back this way. We'd eaten the other side of the trail. So, boy, I appreciate those guys. And he's an older gentleman, older than I am, and he said he was responsible for this section of trail. And I hate to weed eat around my fence in my backyard. So I know I would not like to weed eat over 2 miles, 2.7 miles the time he gets back worth of trail he will have weed eated. So anyway, I do appreciate him. I didn't get his name, but it's people like that are out here on days where nobody notices, just doing the work and getting it done. So I'm just thankful for him. But as you can see, there's still a little bit right through here where I'm going of up and down. But I'm not moving real fast, but I am taking care of my body. I'm watching where I step. I do have a little pain in my left ankle, but it's not unbearable. And my knees are fine. I can feel the left one has just a little bit of swelling coming on. I can feel it, but I took some more ibuprofen at lunch, and I'll take another one when I get to a campsite this evening. But again, I'm not trying to push it. I've got 3 days to go 26 miles, and just slow and steady wins the race. Keeps me healthy and continues to build up strength in my legs. So again, I can tell it's been a while since I've been on trail, because my cardio is not where it needs to be, even though I've been doing my training walks, and I do those at a much faster pace. Those are under 17-minute miles. But you know, you get out here in this terrain at elevation, nothing's flat, it's all rocks up and down, but beautiful. So anyway, I imagine if I could stay out here a couple of weeks, I would have some really good cardio built up, and I'd have some trail legs under me. But of course, I don't have time for that. I always got to get back to work. Back to that old matrix. But anyway, it's pretty cool coming in today. My day really, I don't think I've said this yet, but my morning started off really crazy. First thing, woke up at Pat's. Dog's outside going crazy. And he walked out, and the neighbor had a live trap out there trying to catch a groundhog been eating their garden. And it had caught a small baby possum. So Pat went and got the trap, brought it up to the house, went out, asked me if I could help him release it. He didn't know how. And, you know, just a baby possum. I petted it while it was in the cage, but then I opened the cage and I was going to reach in and pull it out, and that little stinker bit me right on the tip of the finger. So started this trail with getting bit by a possum and then driving on. We got all that done anyway. I left and was driving up here, and on the side of the parkway up on the bank, standing on the big rock was a bear. Both times I've been on this section of trail, I've seen bear, but this was a single bear, and it was pulling up plants, not sure what they were, on the side of the parkway, eating them. So anyway, it's been quite an eventful morning, but thankful no medical events. So show you one more time what the trail is looking like. I'm kind of on a flat section, that's why I'm able to do some videoing, because I hadn't done much up until this point, because on those ups and downs I really have to pay close attention, because I gotta make sure my foot placement is correct. But anyway, I may be coming up to a little opening where I can show you the mountains again. Not really. Now, let me get on around. Yeah. No, you're not going to be able to see it, but I can show you where I came from. Maybe. See that ridge up there? That's where I came from. This is the trail that I just came on. It's been just a slight downhill, and I'm still continuing downhill at this point. So I think I'm going to go ahead and shut the video off. And when I get to this Graybeard Overlook, hopefully there'll be an overlook and we can actually see a pretty vista. So anyway, till then, I'm out. All right, here's a nice little vista. I don't know if you can really see it because, again, that smoke from those fires in Canada are coming through here right now, but you can see that's a beautiful view. Man, God is good, and He gives me the chance to walk in this. Wow. All right, we'll have another one here shortly. I'm out. All right, well, I just came across my first water resupply, and not a very big stream. Let me show you. This is it. Comes down. But yeah, if you can see right up here. Whoa. I actually had to do the old leaf trick. We put a leaf in the water, let the water run off of that. It took a little bit of time, but I've seen a lot of little streams crossing, but according to the guide, there's not really many water sources after you get to this overlook, so figured I'd go ahead and drink all my water, which I did, and refilled here, so I should be okay for a while. All right, I'm out. All right, guys, I told you if I found anything worth looking at, I'd show you. And I was just in an overlook, took a couple of pictures, but then I got back on the trail here, and there was just a little faint trail. It looked like a game trail, but it leads out to this little overlook, and right up above the parkway. I'm sure you heard that motorcycle go by, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So, of course, things are still being kind of hazed in because of the smoke from all the fires up in Canada, but I hope you can see just how pretty it is out there. And like I said, it is not a part of the trail, but it's only like 20 yards off. Worth the walk. I've only been a little over 6 miles today. It's getting on up toward 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I mean, I got a lot of daylight left, but my ankle is starting to hurt a little bit more. And before I chance twisting it again, I think I'm gonna, it says there's a little campsite up here just in a little bit further. So if I can find that, I'm probably gonna go ahead and pitch my tent, climb in and just rest. Take a little naproxen or ibuprofen and lay there and just relax. And that way I'll get up early in the morning and I'll be able to hit the trail. And where I did 6 today, maybe I could do 8.5, 9, 10 tomorrow and make up for that. But anyway, it's been a great day. The weather's beautiful. I wouldn't believe how many people I've run into and said, man, it's cold. It's not cold. It's 60 degrees. The wind can be a little chilling, but that's just because I'm sweating. So anyway, beautiful day out here. I'm going to get back on the trail and see if I can find a place to put my tent up. All right, I'm out. All right, so told you I'd stop and show you if I saw anything worth looking at, and I've actually found it. So let's just get to it and show it to you. Beautiful, beautiful vista here. Just a little outcropping, just a few feet off the trail. But you can just about see, well, I can. I don't know if you can in the camera, see the parkway. Circling ball back up through there. But yeah, that's where I'm headed. Seems like a long way off. Yeah, so I've actually been looking for a place to camp for the last mile. It's still kind of early in the day. It's not even 5 yet. Well, 5 minutes till 5. But my knees are hurting. I'm going pretty slow today. I've been trying to take it easy, but these rocks and these ups and downs, they just they're going to take a toll no matter what. So I know that the parkway, shoulder of the parkway, is not too much further, and I don't know how much further I'm going to have to go before I find a place to park. Park it for the night, find a place to camp. But I've got to get off my legs. My left ankle is starting to hurt pretty good. It's not twisted. I'm not limping too bad, but when I step down, I have to be very careful. So anyway, it's real discouraging. I think I'm just trying to push it too quick, but I mean, it's been December. This is 6 months since my surgery, and shoot, I'm doing really good, but it's just hard. Let me show you this too. Walking through the trail and you come through the shady areas, just the sides of the trails are covered with galax. They're not blooming, but just that glossy leaf. It's really pretty. And about to get up here. I know there's a series of rock outcroppings. I'm not going to try to jump on every one. There's just going to be a small difference from what you saw at the last one. But if I get to the parkway, I may consider, depending on how far the next campsite is, I may consider hitchhiking back down to my car and going back to Pat's, spending the night there, and getting up early in the morning and driving back. I've actually stopped and I almost camped in a couple of places, but they're just, if I find a place to camp, I also have to find a place to hang my bear bag. And considering I've seen bears both trips to this section of the trail, I definitely want to make sure that bear bag is hung, and there's just not enough tall trees, or there weren't enough in those other couple of places I saw that I considered camping. So, you know, I evaluated. If it doesn't work out, I just keep moving. So I'm still moving, but we're coming to a point where I'm gonna have to stop moving, or I won't be moving tomorrow. So anyway, we will keep looking for a camping spot, and hopefully soon find one, and then fix some supper and just lay in the tent. This looks pretty interesting right here. It's a little rock face I won't have to climb. I think I can do it with the camera in my hand, but it looks like when we get to the top, it will open up to a nice vista as well. So let me see if I can do this. I don't know how the wind is affecting the audio quality on my video, but I am using a microphone, so hopefully it's dampening that wind a little bit. Ooh, law. Up here on a little bald, you're gonna get the 360 degree view now. So okay, let's start here and we'll come around. Of course, I don't know if you can see the mountains or not, but I'm up here in this up here in some spruce. But I love these little balds, especially on a day like today where it's just a little bit cool, and that wind can kind of cut through you, but that sun kind of cancels that out. So it's feeling pretty good right now. Anyway, probably be a flat place up on this bald, but I'm not going to camp up in here because I think one of the forecasts I heard was maybe 30-mile-an-hour winds tonight, and you definitely don't want to be exposed on these balds with high winds. So nothing to speak of here. Still want you to see it though. Just a nice rocky bald up here. If the name wasn't already taken, I'd call this Rocky Top. Pretty. Alright, I'm out. Alright, so finally found me a place to spend the night. It is within the legal boundaries of where I can camp. There's some good tall trees here, so I'm going to find a place to put my bear bag up. Let me show you where I'm at though. Alright, so there's my tent. kind of a lot of high weeds around it, but the only place I could find it was really wide enough and to put my tent. But this is where I'm at. The trail's just over there, about 50 yards, maybe 50 feet. But sun's going down here. It's going to be a while, but it's just after 6, close to 6:30. But there's a little trail that comes up here. Not sure where it goes. I'm gonna go over here and look, because I know the sun's gonna come up over here tomorrow. I don't know that I'll be up. No, there's no way to see it this way. But if there's a good place to hang my bear bag, far enough away, although that lower limb might be a problem. Anyway, today has been a decent day. I did 7.4 miles, which is just a half mile short of the 8 that I wanted to do. But you know, that sets me up pretty good for the next couple of days if my legs will hold up. Just stopping and getting my pack off for a little bit is my ankle's feeling better. I've already taken something for the swelling in my knees, so hopefully that'll settle down. I'm going to, as soon as I locate a place to hang this bear bag, I'm going to try to get what I'm going to eat for supper tonight out and go ahead and get the bear bag hung. I'll cook in my vestibule, and then I'll be able to go to sleep and get a good night's sleep. Yeah, from where I'm at, I can actually see a round blaze. Turn this way, I can see my tent. So, yeah, I'm not far off the trail, but beautiful out here. I'm a little chilly because when I stopped, where I've been sweating, and this wind has kind of chilled me a little bit. Not too bad. But yeah, still looking for bear hangs. But yeah, looking forward to a good night rest. Hopefully get up. I might give a little update in my tent here in just a little bit. But for now, I'm out. Alright, I got my bear bag hung. Zoom in there. You can see it hanging right there. Far enough away from the tree, far enough down, and far enough off the ground. Actually got it tied off to another tree over here. So hopefully I'll wake up in the morning and still have my food. Alright, I'm out. Alright everybody, I have finally got settled in for the night. I've had my supper, decided not to cook, but instead had some beef jerky and some dehydrated pineapple slices. I think that's going to hold me over pretty well. I've had some water, so I'm not thirsty, not thirsty anymore. I think I'll be fine for in the morning, be able to get up, and I've got 2 liters here because I just filled up before I got up here. But anyway, thought I'd just give you a recap on day 1. And that's good to say, day 1, because I'm sleeping in my tent tonight, and I'll be getting up and moving on tomorrow, and hopefully make it to where I want to go. But anyway, this morning, Started at Potato Field Gap at elevation 4577. Started at 9:04 in the morning. The temperature was 58 degrees, so it's already warm. We walked, I walked 7.48 miles in 9.7 hours, so I was going slow. That was less than 1 mile an hour. Of course, that includes all the time that I stopped and kind of just chilled out at that overlook for a while, laid in the sun. It felt good. But gained 2,097 feet in elevation today and went down 1,212 feet of elevation. So it was mostly up today. It's going to be mostly up tomorrow, I think. But it was a good day. Tonight I'm staying at Locust Knob. Elevation here is 5,489. So staying up pretty high tonight. Of course, being on this knob, there's going to be some wind, but it's pretty well protected by trees. I did check to make sure there's nothing above me. Bear bags hung. I've changed clothes. I'm in my sleeping clothes. Everything's dry. So I think once I get settled in here with got my toboggan on, just keep the heat in my head, because it's supposed to get down in the mid 40s tonight, and I've got my 40-degree bag, so it's right on the edge of being enough. But anyway, I'm rambling now, but I had a really good day. I hope tomorrow my ankle will feel better. Swelling will go down on my knees, and we'll be able to move on. So anyway, that's the end of day one, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. All right, I'm out. All right, good morning, everybody. I just popped out of the woods here this morning. I've been hiking for maybe 20 minutes, and came out here at the Glass Mine Falls Overlook, and they have this little viewing station just off of it. Show you what I'm looking at this morning. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And if you keep coming around, of course, over there's the trail. I'll get back on that in just a second. And then the other side, just views as far as you can see. Looks like the smoke from the wildfires is still here. But anyway, this is not the official way down, so I think I'll go back the correct way. Alright, I'll give you another update soon. Alright, I'm out. Alright, so somebody walked up on me back there, but that was Glass Mine Falls Overlook. Beautiful place. Where I'm at, the trail kind of runs just right parallel with the parkway. I mean, it's on trail. It's not on the shoulder, but anyway, here are the vehicles. But yeah, I had a really good night last night. Slept well. Went to bed about 7. Got up at 6 this morning. The wind was blowing pretty hard, and it was chilly out, so I went back to sleep. Slept again until 8 o'clock, and the wind had laid down by then. So I got up and packed up and ate a little breakfast, and got moving about 9 o'clock. So it's starting about the same time I did yesterday. But the pain in my ankle is gone for now. I'm sure it will come back as I put miles on it this morning. And but the knees are feeling good. Swelling's gone down. So anyway, hope it's gonna be a good day. All right, I'm out. All right, I just came down that, and it was not fun. Steps are far apart. They do have some non-skid hardware cloth on them, but goodness gracious, that was tough. And I'm out. All right, I'm actually sitting here next to the parkway at one of the overlooks. Although I don't see that you can see anything from the overlook. Anyway, it's just a pullover, I think, because there's quite a few trail junctions right here. But coming down that last hill really just hurt my ankle. I haven't twisted it again, but I don't know, every time I try to bend it forward, it just really hurts. So maybe I jumped back out here too quick after that last injury. Not sure. But anyway, I'm having a little lunch right now. And just so happened while I was sitting here taking a break, that a group of birders showed up. Probably about 15 of them, several cars. And one really nice gentleman walked over and asked me if I needed anything. And I'd been contemplating pulling the plug just because I want to get back out here, but I want to do it right. And if I keep putting more pressure on this ankle, I'm just afraid it's going to take longer and longer. Lay out a while, come back, it hurts again. So maybe have to take a little bit of an extended break from hiking. Doesn't mean I'm going to take a break from outdoors. I'll still camp and get the boats back on the water, do some more kayaking and canoeing. But you know, I've been moving really slowly. That was my plan. But I see now there's no way I'm going to get to the campground, and it's going to be a real struggle even get to the top of Mount Mitchell. So this is a really public pullover, so it'd be a great place to start a next hike. So I'm considering doing that. And the guy that stopped said that if I was here when they got back, he'd be glad to give me a ride back down to my car. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy some lunch and drink some water, enjoy the sunshine, and then probably call it a trip. But it's been fun. And it's just beautiful to be out here. So anyway, I'll give you an update later. Tell you what the final outcome is. But chances are I'll be sitting here for a few more minutes and waiting for several more minutes waiting for these guys to get through, and then he'll give me a ride back down. So certainly hope he doesn't change his mind. All right, so that's where we are now, and I'm out. All right, so the gentleman held true to his word, and when he came back, he gave me a ride back down here to my vehicle. Just got here, so I'm getting ready to change clothes and then get on the road and go ahead and head home today. So didn't do very much today as far as mileage, but I did get to another spot that's going to be real easy when I come back to be able to park. It's a really popular place, and then I'll go over Blackstock Knob and then up to camp Mount Mitchell. But as I said, I'm going to try to make this I need to get myself healed up before I come back out here again. So I'm going to continue my daily walks at home See if I can't get back to where this ankle is not hurting me so bad when I walk. I was doing pretty good this morning. Thought it was going to be good, and then I had a lot of uphill and then a pretty good downhill, and it just the way it is, when I found myself when I'm walking uphill, I have to turn my left foot sideways, kind of perpendicular with the trail, and push myself up, because when I try to move forward with my leg straight, my ankle gets to a certain point and it grabs or locks. It won't go forward anymore. So that is something that the therapy folks said they could help me with. They gave me some exercises. I need to get on those and see if I can't loosen that up, because basically what he says is when your leg moves forward, not only does your joint bend, but it slides back a little bit, and mine is not sliding back. So once it gets to that point where it's supposed to slide, then that's where the pain comes from. So yeah, disappointing, but not totally, because I had a great day on the trail yesterday and a great morning this morning. I got the camp on the trail, and so, anytime you can spend out in God's creation is a good time. So I'm going to look at it that way, get back home, have a weekend with the family, and I will get back on here once I tally up what I did today, which is not going to be much, but I'll tally it up and come on and give a brief wrap up of what I've done. All right, so that's it for now. Getting ready to hit the road, and I'm out.